Punch Ultimate Debate League. We back. We had another one. Smoke Over Win won. Our next matchup tonight is ATK versus Hemi. Hemi, call in the air. What you got?
I got heads.
It's tails. ATK, what you want to do?
Go ahead, Hemi.
All right. Their topic tonight is who was more impactful during a prime, G-Unit versus Dipset. 1 minute on the clock. Hemi, it's on you. Punch.
All right, the reason why G-Unit is better than Dipset, first off, I'm going to go with the first angle, overall talent. 50 Cent is one of the best gangster rappers of all time. Lloyd Banks is one of the best punchline rappers of all time. You got a Young Buck who can do everything from being a gangster rapper to come with the club songs to some street shit. Then you got Tony Yayo, who is just a hype man, who was turned into a platinum rapper by 50 Cent. Then you got a nigga like The Game, who's an all-around great MC who just needed help writing songs, which 50 Cent provided. Now, when it comes down to Dipset, you got a bunch of people who are just influencers. They are very they are very influenced. They are very impactful with their influence, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're the best. Like Cameron, they say some shit like computers Putin should be booting, but niggas, it's catchy to niggas because it's that simple. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're one of the best when it comes down to doing it. And then I know that this is probably going to come pretty soon too.
Time. Bottom of the first, ATK, it's on you. Punch.
Out the gate, bro, you said that Cameron does the basic rhymes or whatever, but that shows what his influence is. He's able to rap like that, but still influence so many people. In addition, you mentioned The Game. The Game signed with G-Unit in early 2003. He was not on a single G-Unit song, on a single G-Unit album until 2004 when Lloyd Banks dropped his album. But in 2004, when Jim Jones came out with Certified Gangsters, Game was on that song, on that first single, on that video. So Dipset can be attributed to putting Game into the limelight before he was even doing anything with Junior. Let's just talk about the albums from Dipset. Diplomatic Immunity is literally considered a hip-hop classic, one of the best albums of the early 2000s. G-Unit's G-Unit's albums, their group albums, never even did anything like Diplomatic Immunity culture-wise. Some of their songs, the Dipset anthem, can literally be recited by more dudes than the U.S. national anthem in this country. That's how powerful it is. They had songs like I'm Ready, I Really Mean It. Even more songs recently, like Speaking in Tongues with Cameron and Vado. Cameron, he had Come Home With Me, Purple Haze, came out the gate with Welcome to New York City with Jay-Z on it. Cameron led Dipset. He put his guys on. His first single from Come Home With Me was Old Boy, which he featured Joel Santana. His next single was Hey Mama, which featured Joel Santana. Jim Jones, too many albums to name. This dude, Jim Jones, had the song We Fly High. He had the city on fire with We Fly High. He had Pop Champagne, which he was going crazy with. They are putting a significant song into the limelight and actually impacting the culture. Joel Santana had the Whistle song. He had Santana's Town. These are songs and these are albums and these are influences that into the city of New York.
Time. Hemi, top of the second. It's on you. 1 minute on the clock. Punch.
Man, listen, you said that he put his niggas on. How did he put his niggas on? Only nigga to go platinum on from Dipset when they was with Rockefeller was Cameron. Dipset, he didn't put nobody on from Dipset. Now we can talk about 50 album sales if you want to talk about 50. 50 came out with Get Rich or Die Trying that went diamond. You got Beg for Mercy that went 4 times platinum. You got Hunger for More that went platinum. You got Straight Outta Cashville that went platinum. You got the documentary that went 5 times platinum. You got Tony Yayo that went platinum. So let's not talk about nobody getting put on. Like, these niggas got hit songs, but the biggest hit song out of Diplomats was fucking We Fly High. And at that time, niggas wouldn't even consider Jim Jones as one of the best MCs and Diplomats at all. Niggas were saying Jewels was better than Jim Jones. Cameron was better than Jim Jones. Fucking J.R. Ryder. Let's not talk about that, bro. You talking about him putting niggas on. What about the niggas who didn't get put on? Where the fuck is J.R. Ryder album at? Where the fuck is Hell Rail album at? Where the fuck is 40 Cal album at? Where's Cardi album at? Like, it's a number of niggas I can go on and say and tell you that they didn't get put on. Now you want to use this gang shit. Let's not forget that
go ahead. Time. Bottom of the second. ATK is back on you. Punch.
Again, you're bringing up album sales. I'm talking about influence. I'm talking about how they infiltrated the culture. Let's talk about some of the other dudes that Dipset actually influenced as well. They brought out these auxiliary artists like Bird Gang, Skull Gang, even other artists like Unkasa. Max B became a legend because he's one of Dipset's child. He's influenced by Dipset. J.R. Ryder, Stack Bundles, Vado, all these dudes, they put on producers like the Hitmakers, A-Rap Music. They were putting on for the culture and for their dudes. But G-Unit, who did they do? Outside of 50 Cent, outside of Lloyd Banks, outside of Tony Yayo, who else from Queens did 50 Cent actually put on? All these dudes from Dipset, they were directly from Harlem. 40 Cal, J.R. Ryder, Vado, Maxby, again, these guys are from Harlem. Dipset was actually putting on for their people. And you're going to talk even more about influence? Look at all the shit that they did for clothing. Cameron made it dope for hood niggas to wear pink. Going outside wearing pink. Cameron made that shit popular with that outfit. The first thing, he had that outfit at the Grammys. Joel Santana rocking these crazy American flag outfits. Jim Jones was rocking skinny jeans, boot cut skinny jeans, making that shit popular in 2000.
Time. All right. So top of the third, y'all know the routine. 25 seconds each, 3 times, and you get a minute to close out. And start with you, Hemi. 25 seconds on the clock. Punch.
I knew you was gonna try to use this angle with the clothes shit. Okay, Cameron came out with this. Well, where the fuck is nice motherfucking clothing line? Like G-Unit had a clothing line. 50 Cent actually capitalized on top of that shit. This nigga was at the home of motherfucking clothing lines. They had state property clothing line. They had fucking Rockaware clothing line. How come the Diplomats didn't get a clothing line? Tell me that. Punch.
Time is on you, ATK. Punch. 25 seconds. Punch.
Okay, cool. Yeah, G-Unit had their clothing line, which ended up folding. Look back at their clothes. Yeah, it was hot for maybe a couple years, but didn't really actually transcend anything after that. And look at the shoe line that they had. The Reeboks, those completely flopped. Didn't even do shit. We could talk about Dipset's influence on artists on the past couple years. Look at A$AP Mob, one of the hottest groups to come out. They were frequently compared to the Diplomats and to what Dipset did. They always shouted out Dipset. They were at a concert November 11, 2017, the Diplomat reunion, as well as A$AP Mob were there. They were shouting out Dipset multiple times.
Time. Hemi is back on you. 25 seconds. Punch.
Bro, listen, I understand what you're trying to say about all of this shit, but that's cool and all. If I'm 50 Cent, I'm not looking to put nobody on except for the niggas that's loyal to me. That's why what 50 Cent did was powerful to me. He made sure that his niggas ate off of the shit that he did. He made niggas sit at the table with him. I'm not finna go all the way back to motherfucking Milwaukee and help motherfuckers that never helped me. Fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck where I'm from, nigga. And you niggas trying to punch with this Dipset shit and these niggas had shirts. Motherfucking Rockaware had a whole clothing line.
Time. Bottom 25 seconds. ATK is on you. Punch.
Again, you're talking about 50 Cent putting his guys on. Look back at every single single that 50 Cent had put out since the beginning of his career to currently. He never featured any of his direct G-Unit guys on it. Never had Lloyd Banks on a single, never had Buck, never had Yayo, never had any of these dudes on a single. He never did that with anything. He tried to do that with PIMP. He put that out as a single first with Snoop Dogg, then he had to put the remix after. But Dipset, Cameron, their leader, he put dudes. He came out the gate with all his dudes on single. J.R. Ryder, Jim Jones.
Time. Hemi, your last 25 seconds. Punch.
Man, what do I gotta put niggas on for? What do I gotta put niggas on a single for when I'm giving you whole hits? 50 gave niggas West Side Story. 50 gave niggas This Is How We Do. 50 gave niggas Is Fire. 50 gave niggas In the Club. I mean, what's the shit? Let Me In. Niggas, 50 gave niggas Shorty So Seductive. 50 gave niggas what's the name of that? I Know You Don't Love Me. Like, come on, bro. 50 gave niggas several hits and help niggas go platinum. Cameron can put niggas on his songs and help his shit go platinum. But where is these niggas going platinum?
Time. ATK, last 25 seconds on you. Punch.
Again, you're bringing up numbers, but you're not talking about what they actually influenced and what they did. Sure, they went platinum, but what specific singles and what specific songs did Lloyd Banks, did Young Buck have that actually infiltrated the culture and had people doing? Dudes were doing all over the country. They were doing the We Fly High shit, the ballin' shit. Dudes were doing the whistle song all over the fucking country. That's what they did. Cameron put Joel Santana on his first 2 singles from his biggest album. That's the influence that he's having on his people. It doesn't matter about the numbers. We're talking about longevity and influence. Dipset is still up.
Time. Now, Hemi got 1 minute to close out your third round. 1 minute on the clock. Punch.
Man, listen, man. I hear what y'all trying to say that you trying to say that 50 Cent that he wasn't influenced. I understand that was doing the balling dance, but where the fuck did John Cena get the "You Can't See Me" shit, nigga? Where did that shit come from? Tony Ayo was the nigga that was doing that shit. Now let me go back and refresh you with this shit, bro. Now you trying to say that G Unit didn't have no longevity? I believe that G Unit stuck around after Dipset died. Guess who had a hand in that? 50 Cent had a hand in that when he said that Jim Jones was the motherfucking head of the shit, and Jewels was the copper when Cameron had just died off of battling fucking Jay-Z and 50 Cent at the same time. Like, come on, bro. Like, you act like Dipset didn't die. Nigga, Dipset died right at the peak of G-Unit. Nigga, when G-Unit was dying off, nigga, Dipset died first. Come on, bro. 50 Cent influenced niggas from the jump. Like, come on, bro. Like, 50 Cent influence goes as far as motherfuckers like Jim Jones want to come over to G-Unit and work and work with 50 when niggas was inside the beef. Like, did you forget about that? Niggas forgot about when Jim Jones had when 50 Cent fuck around and signed Mobb Deep and MOP, and Jim Jones had he just signed that motherfucking deal with what's the fucking Koch, and motherfucking Jim Jones had bossed up and came out with balling. This nigga Jim Jones is the capo of fucking Dipset, and he came out with the most powerful song that Diplomats ever had, bro. Come on, bro.
Time. ATK, 1 minute on the clock. It's on you. Punch.
Cool. Tony Ayo's hand shit, that was cool. That was a little influential. But look at what dudes say every day today. Niggas say pause and no homo every day. Who popularized that? Dipset and fucking Cameron. Dude, Cameron went on Bill O'Reilly and did the shit You Mad, which is legendary to this day. That's the influence. Tony Ayo's hand shit can't compare to that. If you want to talk about Mobb Deep and MOP, guess what? G-Unit tried to sign them. Mobb Deep, they failed. And when they got on G-Unit. MOP, they failed. Olivia, failed. Other dudes, they failed. They were not successful on G-Unit when they tried to do some other shit. We can even talk about the influence. You want to bring up Koch? Koch and Dipset literally influenced how independent artists are today. Everybody was cool with the big labels. Once Dipset started to go into Koch, Jim Jones was offered to be one of the heads of Koch. Then you saw an independent wave of artists going around and talking about, yeah, I'm independent. I don't want to work with the major labels, including 50 Cent, he criticized Cameron back in 2007, saying Koch was a graveyard. But later on, what did 50 do? 2014, he turned out to go independent, went to Caroline and Capitol Music. In addition, G-Unit is not even around today. Dipset just reunited and put an album out last year. And we're talking about longevity.
Time. Yo, Punch Ultimate Debate League. That was Hemi versus ATK, Dipset versus G-Unit, who was more impactful during a prime. I'm going straight over to the ringside analysis. De Jesus, who you had, and what's your thought on this bout, man?
Yo, the word classic gets thrown around a lot, man, but I think this one is a certified classic, man, and I think it's one for the camera for a while to come, man, for real. I think that in the first round, I think that Hemi came out punching. His energy was right on point. We wanted that old Hemi back, and that old Hemi was in the building. He came in the first round, and I feel like in the first round he had really good energy, but I only got 2 clear points from him in that first round, and I feel that what he said was that they were one of the best groups ever, and that Tony Ayo went platinum, which is a very powerful point. But in the first round, ATK kind of he rebutted the Cameron point, and then he started listing so many attributes to Dipset that I couldn't even, man. I couldn't even list them down, bro. Like he was snapping. First round, ATK clear. Second round, I feel that man, in the second round, I was just enjoying myself. My bad, y'all. I couldn't take notes on that. It was clearly debatable. That was a very debatable round. Very, very good round on both parts. They were truly sparring, rebuttaling each other's points. Third round, same thing. I feel that Hemi was losing steam towards the end of the third round, but I do feel that he brought enough points to counter ATK. And they both were very well spoken, a lot of vocal projection, powerful.
Dope, appreciate that. De Jesus. Let me send over to other ringside analysis, top tier podcast. Who you had winning, brother?
Oh,
Yo, good battle, man. This was a nice exchange back and forth. I thought the clearest round was the first. I think ATK clearly got that. I just said, like De Jesus said, he had a lot more. He was getting into a lot more of his material, much faster, much more clarity. Second round was a little bit closer, but I still edged at the ATK. But I did give Hemi the third because he was negating a lot of the fashion points and also getting into depths of just sales and things like that. But overall, it's got mad replay value. It might look different on Cam, but as of right now, I got ATK with the first two rounds, winning 2-1.
Dope. And I'm gonna give over to our last ringside analysis, Taylor May. Taylor May, who you had winning this battle? What's your thoughts on this battle?
Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
The first round, Hemi kind of came out. He was stuttering like Stanley. You know, like, Hemi know better than that. You know what I'm saying? He a turned up dude. You got to come out the gate. You see why Hitman's so powerful, right? He kill them niggas in the first, and they can hardly pick up their rounds afterwards. That's like a good veteran move. So future rappers is kill them niggas out the gate. This is my personal opinion. But ATK got the first. He was real consistent. Not even if his material was bad or good, it doesn't matter. I like how he's consistent with his pace and his cadence. So he got the first. The second is very debatable. Then he start picking it up. ATK, you know, he's still consistent. And they both are coming with, they both have good material. So that's the most debatable round. The third, Hemi was starting to cook like he usually do. And like I said, ATK, once again, he's consistent. But then Hemi was bringing up some good points. So at the end of the day, and then he really, I feel like he sealed it in this 1 minute round. So I got Hemi with the 2-1 slight edge in the building. It might look different on camera. As for my first watch, I got Hemi 2-1 with a slight edge. Barely, but he still got it.
Dope. Appreciate that ringside analysis, and I appreciate ATK and Hemi both for putting on that dope bout. Once again, this is Punch Ultimate Debate League.